In the society we live in today, money is an integral part of how we function, how we socialize, and how we are able to live the quality of life that we do want to live. Because money buys the things that we are going to be needing in order to help us to live out those lifestyle. So let's explore some of the benefits of having money, some of the things that it allows you to buy in this video today. Welcome back to Ira Living. Today we're going to be looking at 5 things that you can do with your money. Whilst it's important to have money, it's also key that we know that money is limited in some of the things that it is able to do. Many people have a great emphasis on trying to amass as much money as they possibly can, even beyond the amount that they will need to use in this life and if there was a possibility of them needing it in another. However, it doesn't stop people wanting to still seeing how much more they can actually amass. And at some point, this simply becomes just a need to keep doing what they were doing before. Whilst there are other people who have a desire to amass a certain amount of money and then live their life enjoying it and doing other things that gives them gratification and that gives them a feeling of accomplishment and fulfillment. For some, it's continuing to build their portfolio. For others, it's the quality of life that they can live and the people that they're going to be living it with. And so we want to just have a look at some of the things that we can do with money, because it's important that we understand that money is a tool that we can use to do a series of things and how it can profit people to have it and still not making it something that we idolize. So here are some 5 key things that money can do. Now, number 1 is that money can buy stuff. So whatever you need a new house, a new car, some new clothing, and you need to go on a holiday. All of these things, these are ways in which you can spend your money. You can spend it to buy stuff. And a lot of people tend to spend a lot of their money simply doing that, buying stuff. And oftentimes it creates this vacuum of just consumerism, and it takes over societies and put them into massive bubbles of debt because they're using money, even money that they don't own outrightly, because many times people are doing it on credit cards and through loans and higher purchases just to be able to acquire certain things because it is stuff that they want to add to their possession. The materialism and the consumerism is something that is simply eating away at the heart of our society as we knew it and as it will continue to be. And it is important that sometimes you're able to take yourself away from that existence to understand that there is a limit to how much stuff we actually need, and therefore figuring out other ways in which we can actually use our money. And this brings us to the crucial second point. So money can also be used to buy time. And what this means is that if you want to be able to do certain things, but you don't have it within your capacity currently in your 24 hours of the day to be able to do these things, then what you can do is to buying the service and the provisions of others to be able to give you the room and the capacity to maneuver in your time that you have to be able to do some of the other things that you want to do. So say, for example, you have something that you want to go off and do and it's crucially important to you. However, your time is occupied juggling some of the other things that you do in your everyday life. It's about figuring out which of these things are things that must be done by you and which of those things are things that can be done by others. And then figuring out how do I delegate and outsource these to others. And in so doing, buying back some time for yourself. So you're outsourcing things that can be done by others so that you can create more time for yourself. That might be time you want to spend with family, time you want to spend with yourself, time you want to be able to go off and pursue some of those things that you have the ambition and the drive to do, but you could not really find the time in which to do so. Money lends itself to you in that way to create that time for yourself by buying that time. Money can buy you the opportunity to do those things by giving you the capacity to outsource some of those things that you would be doing so that you can get the time that you need, that quality time to go off and do those endeavors or adventures that you would have otherwise not been able to do. Now, there's a third thing that we can do with money. And so for the third thing, it's saving it or investing it. So some people save their money so they can build up certain funds that they want, so that they have quick accessible cash that they can use to do things such as address an emergency, go on a vacation, and buying gifts or presents for people for different points throughout the year. And also to have enough money that they can spend on themselves, so their indulgence fund that they can use to do some of the things that they want to do. And then they also make room to be able to invest money. So they find different ventures that appeals to them that they can invest their money in, so that it can grow and give them a good return on investment, so that they can continue to increase their investment portfolio. And that's a great way to go, because a good man or woman leaves an inheritance to those that they're going to be leaving behind. And also it gives you a good opportunity to create a legacy and a good sense of security for your future. The fourth thing that we can do with money is to buy experience. So people use their money in order to buy certain experiences. You want to go away on a holiday so that you can go and experience snorkeling in the Maldives, or you want to go on an experience where you can jet set island hopping in the Eastern Caribbean, for example, or you want to visit the turquoise Caribbean Sea surrounding Jamaica and climb its Blue Mountain Peak and other adventurous attractions that you're able to get done in any of these holiday destinations. It might be that you want to go skiing and you want to check out what that type of adventure would be. It might be that you want to do more profound things, such as going off and doing humanitarian adventures and endeavors. And you want to have these experiences and curate them for yourself. And money allows you the opportunity to buy these experiences. It might be that you simply want to go around for an opportunity to enjoy the culinary traditions in different parts of the world, and you're able to buy yourself that experience of holidaying around the world, tasting the various cuisines along the way. Money is able to buy you the experience that you desire, and therefore it's simply figuring out, how do I acquire the money that I need so that I can buy the experiences that I want for myself. And it brings us to the last one. So once we've done all of these things where we've used money to buy stuff for ourselves, we use money to buy time so that we get the opportunity to do some of the things that we want to do. We save or invest money so that we can build out a future for ourselves. Or we've used money to buy the experience that we would like to have. There is one other thing that we can do with money after we've gone through and exploring all of these different ways in which we can indulge in the money that we have. The next way that we can use money, which is number 5, is to give it away. So we can give away money. We can be generous with our giving and be cheerful and happy about the way that we give to others, not necessarily looking for anything in return. So we're going to be indulging in an attitude of generosity, giving to people for the sake of giving. And that's one of the ways in which we can use money as well. So we can use it to give it to others, so we can help them to get to the certain lifestyle that they also want to get to, or we can help them to achieve that dream of the education they want to pursue, or the business that they're looking on setting up, and being an investor in that business and supporting them with those pathways that they want to explore. So giving money away is also another way in which we can utilize the money that we have. Now, these are 5 ways that we have explored here that you can use money. Please do tell us in the comment below any other ways that you believe that money can be put to its best use. Financial literacy is revolutionary. It has transformed my life, and I believe that it can do the same to yours.